Alright, we're heading on a 4-hour round trip here. This 660 Yamaha Rhino 4x4 popped up here, and it was up for $3,500. Thing only has 1,700 miles on it, 1,772 miles on it, and the guy said I could have it for $3,000. So either I'm getting scammed or it's a really good deal. So let's head out and go see what this thing looks like. Hopefully it's a good deal. Well, we got the machine. I ended up getting it for $2,700. He came down $300. One of the CV axles is snapped in half. He said he didn't know that it was, so he came down another $300 from our price of $3,000. So it's pretty beat on, not gonna lie, but it's got low miles supposedly. Hopefully the speedo works. We're gonna test it out when we get home. All right, just got back home. Here it is. A little walkthrough. So you can see plastic right here is broken. Front bumper. Little piece right here is broken. We can plastic weld up. Headlights are still intact, at least. It has newer tires on it. And newer rims here. ITP. It does have the doors for it. It's just missing the pins. So the doors are right there for it. It's got the windshield. Pretty simple machine. Dump bed. Looks like it was reinforced with this wood right here in the back. Don't know why. Must have been broken at one point. This one's a 2004, so it's gonna be a little rougher. Here is the CV axle that's broken back here. The guy didn't know about that, he said. You've got the hitch back here. Everything looks stock besides the wheels. Gas tank. Seats look pretty decent, only a couple rips right there. Let's see here. It's got the makeshift cup holders here. That's pretty funny. I'm surprised there's no cup holders on this thing. I don't know if this is stock or what, but yeah. There's the gauge up here. You've got low, high, neutral, reverse, and park. He said he put a new ignition in it because it wasn't working properly. There's the choke up here. Then you've got your diff lock and four-wheel drive right here. So yeah, not much to it. Then this is the spot for the winch right here. You can control it from there or right here. He said that's not hooked up, so we gotta hook that up. But yeah, I've never owned a Rhino before. This is a Yamaha Rhino 660. They're supposed to be very reliable machines. So when I saw that it only had 1,700 miles on it, I was like, for $2,700, not a terrible deal. With a winch. So we'll kind of check everything over. This thing definitely needs an oil change and a fluid change. I asked the guy where the oil was for it and he didn't even know. He said he never did an oil change on it or a coolant change. Oh yeah, the taillights are knocked out. I just don't get how some of this stuff happens. These lenses are broken out. That, and then this one over here. These are on eBay for like $9, so we'll order a couple of those up too. But yeah, just the lenses are broken. The bulbs are still in there. But yeah, this will be a nice little machine. I think the plan for it is to get it really cleaned up, everything repaired on it, and keep it out at the land for a lawn cutting machine to pull the big cutter. I think that's kind of the plan. So we'll take a closer look at it and just see if we got ripped off here. I don't think he was, but who knows? It just, you never know with people. So we'll look through it and see if there's anything wrong with the engine. All right, let's see if we can fire this thing up here. All right. check out the hours on this thing. So miles, if that's correct, it's only got 1,773 miles. Trip A, trip B, odometer. 503 hours. We'll fire up here. You might need to be in neutral to fire it. Oh no, you need to put the brake in. Choke it maybe? Oh yeah, fired right up. Sounds pretty good. Not too bad. Alright, little walk around here. You guys get the full picture of it. I've never owned one of these, so this is all new to me. This thing, this hood flips open. There's a battery in here. Pretty similar to that piece of junk UTV over here. We'll have to see if there's cooling in this thing. Shouldn't be too hot, I wouldn't think. Oh, she's filled right up. That's good. Topped off. Awesome. That looks brand new too. Alright, this is coming off right away. I just can't do it. Just a little too rough for me. Alright, that took me about an hour to clean. It was just caked full of dirt. And I'm always suspicious when a machine's full of dirt. I always think they're trying to hide something or cover something up, and I mean, this one's pretty rusty down here. A lot of stuff is rusty, but nothing's broken besides that CV axle so far that I've seen. Right here is broken. I didn't see that when I first purchased it. There's a big hole in the floor. That was covered by this mat. The guy failed to mention that. So we got the mat there. I didn't even see that before. Probably should have disclosed that. What else? See if the seatbelts are working. Seatbelts work. Cool. So other than that, I haven't seen anything too rough on it. A little zip tie thing to get the seat off here. Alright, so in here is the winch control. Looks like the seatbelt thing is right here to attach that to. So that's just a little box. This must come off with the other seat off. The whole engine is exposed here. Looks like it's pretty easy to work on. Single carburetor. That's pretty sweet. Is this a single cylinder as well? I think so. Single cylinder. That is something. That's a cool engine. I think that's the same as the Yamaha Grizzlies, pretty sure. So oil should be right down there. Let's see if anything's on the dipstick. Oh, there's a marking on here. 465 hours. So it's definitely due for an oil change. Let's see what the oil looks like. That's so easy to get to though. That's really nice. So far I'm liking this thing. Ooh yeah, she's pretty black. Let's see if there's enough oil in there. And it's really pretty low. I don't see it anywhere on the dipstick there. So, pretty low. Yeah, it doesn't even come up on the dipstick, so. We are low on oil. And it looks super black. So if you twist it all the way in, let's just see what that looks like again. Oh, you can barely get to it. Let's see if I can't even find it now. Yeah, it's just really black, so that definitely needs to be changed out. Air filter has seen better days. Look at that. Probably gonna get that right out and clean that. Look how dusty that is in there. Also, I was looking at the shifter, like how does that even happen? Looks like somebody gnawed on it. I don't know if a dog did or what. Alright, let's go down and see if we can find the drain plug. I think it's right in the center of the machine here. It looks like there's a nice hole right here. Let's see if that's the one. Oh yeah, that's it. Space down here. 17 millimeter. Oh, come on. Oh, I can't break it. Holy man. So black this is gonna be. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty black. Yikes. Look at that on the wood. Yeah, that's pretty black. That's all that was in there. Jeez. A little low on oil. Let's get the oil filter out. We got her. The old Wix filter. Our rig did a whole lot, didn't it? A good thing we have that rig there. Yeah, you can see it's just how black that oil is. No chunks or anything, surprisingly. Here's the old oil. You can see no metal chunks at all, but it's pretty dark and pretty low. Alright, got a brand new filter here, K&N. Alright, gonna take a little bit of oil. Let's oil that seal up. A little bit of oil around here. Alright, looks good. Screw that on. Alright, and then we'll get some oil in here. 2.1 quarts with filter change, 2 quarts without filter change. Quart number 2 going in. Alright, I'm going to add the 0.1. Let's see where we're at on the dipstick now. Alright, that's a little better. We're all the way up. We'll let this thing run for a little bit, let this oil circulate, come back and check it, make sure it's all good. Alright, let's get this air filter out of here. Oof. It's pretty rough. We'll vacuum that out as well. You can see how dusty and dirty that is in there. Looks like we need to get the winch working to get that wire out of the way. I think that broke that thing off, that piece of plastic. Here that was disconnected. I think it's this one right here. That one's going to the switch somewhere. Where was it? I don't know what that one's going to. Might be that one right there. So it looks like these two wires are disconnected. What we're going to do is splice both these together. Cut that. See if that does anything for us. Alright, I think we got it. Let's see here. Alright, we got the winch working. Now we just have to button everything up. Alright, we're going to plastic weld this thing up. so that when we put this back on, it doesn't have to go up and over that, it can go right there. So what we're gonna do, we took off this, we're just gonna move this down a bit so that when we put this back on, it will go on flat like that and it won't look like it's being pushed in. So this used to sit up there and we have to tuck underneath, so now we can go like right there with it. Let's see if that works a little bit better now. Put this on, and hopefully it won't hit anything. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Alright, this is what we're dealing with the plastic right here. So a new piece of plastic like this is like 80 bucks on eBay. I don't really want to spend that, but I might end up doing that if we can't make this look good. So let's just begin by getting this straightened out a little bit. Make sure that's red hot, and then we'll put that in there. Alright, so now this just goes on. It actually fits on there. Doesn't look like it's all bent up. Let's see in the back here. Actually, that's hidden behind the grate there, so you can't really repair it. I'm just gonna put one right in here. Smooth that over. Just to hold that together. Alright, all the plastic that was cracked is now fixed, or at least as best as I could get it. We're going to use some of this stuff. We don't have a whole lot left. I just want to test it out on this very, very, very dull plastic. You can see it's super faded compared to the fenders. So let's just see what happens. It says so, spray on and let sit a minute. Wipe off with clean, lint-free towel. So let's just see. I'll go to the other side. See if this stuff works or not. Get the fenders right away too. Like that. You've got fender right here. And these are really faded in here. To the bumper. These are faded. Right here. Get this fender. Alright, so far it looks like it's working. I sprayed this, that, right here, right in there. It's kind of working. It's definitely better than it was, I can tell you that. I sprayed the front of it too. And then you just wipe it down, but it dried pretty quick. So, and over here, it's definitely helping. Alright, here's the landscaping from before. I don't know if you guys remember the landscaping video. We got all the rock and the brick in here. And that's what that turned out like right here. We're getting the patio done. I'll film that. That's Monday that's happening. So, what is that, 3 days from now? Or 2 days from now? They came here with the cat. I'm gonna do that work a little bit later. And then we're gonna finish the landscaping on the other side over there. I'll show you guys the rest of it over here in case anyone cares. So that's what this looks like over here. So we got that part of the house done as well. That's what that looks like. And then down here, we got down here done. That's what that turned out like. Pretty decent for just doing it myself. And over here, we still have to add some fill in right here and some grass, but that's that little part, so I think it looks pretty good. Took a little bit of time, but turned out pretty decent. And the grade is going about 5 degrees away from the house. We do have some leftover bricks here, so we're going to haul them in this thing. I've been taking them one by one over there. I think this will help a lot. We can stack them in here. So you've got a bunch of extra laying around here. Alright, I think these are each 40 pounds. So, about 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, almost 600 pounds in there. It's pretty good. Alright, 2 trips to get all these. That was not bad. That's a lot of weight this thing can hold. So that was impressive. Bounced right back up too, you can see. So, patio's coming Monday. They're gonna excavate this area. It's gonna be 22 feet from the deck right there, and then 18 feet out. So, it should be pretty nice. And then we'll finish up the landscaping here. And then we've got the blacktop driveway coming. Alright, made it out to the land. Let's see what this thing can do. We're gonna unload it and then see all that tall stuff right here. We gotta cut all that down. So we're gonna try to hook up the mower to it and see if we can cut that down. I've got some people coming over to ride tomorrow, so I'd like to cut that area and a couple more paths so we have some riding space. So that's the plan. And then we'll see what this thing can do for top speed. It does have a speedo built right into it, so it should be interesting. this thing is doing great. It's really nice having the windshield going into the tall weeds. Really makes it easy. That thing's running great. We had to do multiple passes on this thing though. These weeds are super tall. Alright, we got all this cut. All this is cut. And you can see I moved the path all the way over here, and that's all cut down there. So we can do some races here tomorrow along this path. So it's kind of the plan for that. Alright, the fan came on finally on this thing. So it was putting in the work, pulling that thing for probably an hour and a half. But you can hear the fan going. I did notice some smoke out of the back of the exhaust. I could smell it kinda. And I think that's why the oil was low on this machine. I think it's burning oil. So that really sucks. The guy never said anything about that. But once it gets warmed up, it burns oil pretty bad. So we'll see. We'll take off down here, see if you guys can see the smoke coming out of it. Alright, as you can see, it was smoking pretty good there at the end. So I'm thinking as it gets warm, it smokes more and more. So I'm guessing those rings get warm and oil is seeping by those rings for whatever reason. I don't know if it sat for a long time and the rings got stuck to the piston, or if it's just worn out. You know, it's got low miles, 1700, but if somebody abused it and didn't put oil in it and stuff, those rings will wear out really fast. And we saw the low oil in this thing, so I'm guessing the guy ran it low on oil and it just got worse and worse and worse. So it is smoking, unfortunately. I think next video we're gonna have to rebuild this thing and put a new piston at least in it. And we want to get some tail lights for it. Those were broken off. Those lenses, the CV axle we've got to fix. And what else? I want to get the little piece that goes on the shifter and a new shift knob. We got the winch working. I think that's pretty much it. So not too much we have to do. It cleaned up really nice. Everything looks really good. So I'm pretty happy about that. We do have to get pins for the doors as well. We got that door on, and I checked prices on the doors. They're like $700 for a pair of doors, so good thing they were included with the purchase. The bed is pretty good. I painted the bed with VHT paint, and that paint is holding up really good. I love VHT paint, probably my favorite spray paint. But yeah, overall for $2,700, not horrible. Do I think I got scammed? I didn't know about the smoking. I'm sure the guy did, because if he wrote it, you could see the smoke. So he never told me about that, which kind of sucks. But we'll get it fixed up, and it'll be a good project. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Stay tuned for next video, and until next time, we are out.